Right, we're moving on to the second part of this slide. We'll be looking at multiplying, dividing, and handling worded questions whereby you are not allowed to use calculator. Again, I would like you to pause the video and try question 16, 18, and 19. Okay, hope you've done them. Now, question 18 is what I'm going to do. With question 16, all you need to do, divide this number by 9 to see how much one is. Okay, to see how much one book is, and then you just times by 7. Okay. Now, question 18 says a shop sells apples for £1.18 per kilogram. Per means for every 1 kilogram. How much would it cost to buy 2.5 kilogram of apples? Okay. So you can have two columns, and you're going to say this, that 1 kilogram is worth £1.18. Okay. So 1.18. Now, you are interested in seeing what 2.5 kilogram is. Now, this 2.5 kilogram, you can split it up first into 2 kilograms separately and into half a kilogram. Okay. Now, once you find the prices separately for 2 kilogram and half a kilogram, you can just then add them up. Now, think about it. 1 kilogram is £1.18. So 2 kilogram is going to be double this number. So you just need to double that number. You times that number by 2. So if you times it by 2 using this other way of multiplying, 2 times 8 is 16, write 6 carry 1. 2 times 1 is 2 plus 1 becomes 3. And then 2 times 1 is basically 2. Remember to put the decimal point there. So that's going to be £2.36. Okay. Now, once you got the 2 pounds, the 2 kilogram one, you can now then get the half a kilo. Now, half a kilo is not going to be half of this because half is not half of 2, but half is half of 1. So what you're going to need to do is to half this, right? So you're going to need to half that to see how much the price is. Okay. Now, halving that, you can use this other method. You divide by 2. When you're halving things, you divide them by 2. Okay. And if you're dividing a decimal number, the answer will also have a decimal number. So 2 cannot go into 1, so you write 0 there. Because it didn't go into that one, you carry that one forward. So then it looks like 11 here. 2 into 11 is going to be 5 times, which is 10. So the remainder to make 11 is 1. Now, 2 into this 18 now here is going to be 9. So a half a kilogram is going to be 59p. Now that you got what 2 kilogram is and what a half a kilogram is, all you need to do is to add them. You don't need this anymore. You don't need that anymore. You just add these two numbers. Because if you add this and that, you get 2.5 kilogram. That, right? So you just need to add that to find what the answer is. Okay, looking at question 19. Question 19 says a 2.75 meter ribbon is cut into pieces of 0.08 meters. How many pieces will there be in that? Now, this long piece has been cut into lengths, smaller ones that are 0.08 meters each. So I want to see how many of these can fit into that. So we're going to be dividing here. So we want 2.72, and we're going to share into 0.08, and we're going to see what the answer is. Now, this question is going to be very difficult. But what we could do, because dividing by a decimal number is so hard, you can change this into a whole number. This is meters. If you times it by 100, it becomes centimeters. Now, if you change this one to centimeters, remember you must change that centimeters as well. Okay? So I'm going to times this one by 100. If I do that, I'm going to end up with 8. Because if you times this one by 100, the decimal point is going to move twice. Once, twice, to make it 8. Okay? Likewise, this is going to be 272 if you times by 100. Then all you now need to do is to divide by 8. So dividing that by 8, you're going to use this method that I've just showed you. So it's 272 there, and you're going to be dividing by 8. Okay? Right, so I'm going to let you try to divide this one very, very quickly, and then I'm going to show you what the answers are. So pause the video and just finish off dividing that, and that's going to be the answer. Okay, hope you've done well on that. So I'm just showing the answers and hope you've done well on that. Okay, so hope you've done well on that. So that's going to be the end of our lesson on worded non-calculated questions.